Hey, oh, it's me. I'm gonna be just uploading this video once it's done. I'm going through one of the old tournaments that I played on Red Hot Pawn. Don't pay attention to my rating because it went down a lot since I didn't play in a while. Um, but yeah, this is a tournament that I played in 2013. It's a 3 day, time bank. So basically, you have 3 days to make a move, and then you have a week of days to make a move. Otherwise, you lose the game. Um, it's just a short town, group town. 3 points for a win, one for a draw. Leading player goes through to the group. It was one that I actually won. It's the only one I managed to win because it's the only one I ended. But yeah, well. So let's anyway. This game, you play 2 games for every group. So let's have a look. With me playing black, um, so I'm black. I want to just go over my own games. This guy is apparently from England. As you can see, my openings hasn't changed much over the years. That's why I know how to play it, because you play and play and play your opening. And that goes back to what I was saying before. You don't want to bring out your queen too early. My queen has yet to move. It's going to, though. Ooh, that was a mistake. Yeah, gobbling up the pieces. Well, this was kind of an easy game in the end. There's not much to review. And again, out of black, 21 moves. Only 2 pieces haven't moved, not counting pawns. The longer you keep your queen sitting still on one square, the more powerful she becomes. Because the player is anticipating when you're going to move the queen. And that's when he resigned. My queen didn't even move the entire game. so, um, so let's go on to the other game when I played him as white. And again, my opening still didn't change. That's why I know I keep saying the same thing, but that's how I know how to play this opening, because I keep playing it, and you learn and learn and learn and learn. There's only so many responses and so many. I mean, yeah, I know I did move the queen early to go for the mate, and I kept moving the same piece, so that was kind of bad. The more you keep playing, you know, when you learn something, you have to do it slowly for your mind to keep doing it. But once you do it 1,000 times, it just becomes instinct. And the responses are almost identical every time, because there's only so many responses that you can do. So I play the games, and I remember the games, and I know how to play against them. Granted, my memory isn't perfect, and I mess up sometimes, but that's human error. How did I win this? Jesus. I was extremely lucky. Oh, there you go. He allowed me to get my knight to the. That's when he resigned. Oh, it's a little premature for Black to resign. I mean, he has 2 knights for my 2 rooks. I mean, that's basically the only thing that he's down by. He's 1 pawn down, and he has 2 knights for my 2 rooks, so we're kind of balanced even. So it was kind of premature that he resigned. He could have made me work for it. Alright, so this one was a group of 3, so let's see how I did. And I was black. Why did I leave my knight there? Yeah, I moved my queen way too many times. That's kind of bad. I need to find out a concrete way of dealing with him. But again, it's just because people don't expect this opening that I have a lot of success with it. Boom. They don't. They underestimate the effectiveness of that opening. It is just because it brings chaos to order that it unnerves people. Oh, I think I lost a game. Doesn't surprise me. It's capable of happening. Oh, so this guy's from England. I don't know why they use 2 different flags. United Kingdom, I guess the guy was from Scotland, but they have Scottish flags as well. Oh, look. I anticipated. Bang, bang, bang. If pawn takes, queen takes, rook. Yeah, check. Ouch. He's in trouble now. He messed up. I get a checkmate out of this. Oh, I see how. Yeah. Oh, I'm annoying as fuck. That's just to piss him off and to get the rook out. Double check. Ouch. Why didn't I. Oh, I can't queen. I was thinking, why didn't I put my queen? I know the queen can't go to there because the queen takes, and I didn't see. For some reason, I didn't see the queen going to g3. It seems like a wasted move. Like, that's a really strong piece, but I know he's gonna exchange it. Bishop takes knight, and then bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop. I lose on the exchange. I guess. I mean, I don't see anything better. Okay. Rook takes rook. He's slowly running out of pieces. Oh, now I'm starting to see him, mate. Ouch. Oh, it's 50 move game. Jesus, why was it so long? That was just bad by me. I should have easily dispatched him without having to get another queen. I guess it was the fastest way. This is what I mean. You should be able. There's no reason for me needing to get a queen. I was just being lazy. The I could have checkmated him with the king and queen. None at all. Yeah, that was lazy and sloppy by me. Very disappointing. So I lost to this one. This guy won. So let's check this out and see why I lost. I want to know if this opening has actually got a name, but if it hasn't, I want to claim it. Oh. Why did I resign here? Black wins. All he does is take queen. Yeah, it's bad. Wow, we found the one game where I ignored my own rule. Um, yeah, there was no reason for me to resign at all. Yeah, well, there you go. There's a perfect example of why you should never resign because I still had potential. It wasn't automatically. It wasn't automatic that I was gonna lose. So I'm kind of disappointed with myself that I actually resigned. So E4. Am I opening again? I think it's just called a bishop sacrifice. Opening. Why didn't I take the rook? Seriously. Come on, Chris, what's wrong with you? Pawn takes rook. Bishop takes rook. Queen, or king takes bishop. Man, I sucked. Queen there. Queen has to stay there to protect the knight. Queen's taking the pawn. Look. Gotta be careful. Queen can't move because it's anchored there. And the only other square is right there and is protected by... And those squares are protected by the pawn and king. Can't put the queen there because knight goes there, check. Yeah, that was dumb. I bet. I should have just taken the rook. Check. You're struggling. My pawn is almost home to get another queen and you're struggling. Ouch. Nice. Checkmate with queen and knight together. Alright, so that was the last group of that particular round. And then on to round 3, best of 2 games. Let's see. Where are you from? Puerto Rico. Ah, so that's your flag. I didn't know. That is the example of... That's a typical opening that people do, and it annoys the fuck out of me. That's how not to play your queen. And this guy made it all the way to the final. That is a yeah. That I remember that I punished him for the. I could have run his queen several times over. I wanted to punish him. Never, ever, ever put your queen in front of the king. Ever. For more than one move. Or even at all if possible. And that's why. He moved his queen about so many times, it was like, bleh. And that was checkmate. Ouch. I didn't even have to checkmate him with my queen at all. Yeah. So let's have a look. If he was that good on the first game, I can't imagine how he'd be on this game. bishop. Every game, the opening is the same. That's how you get consistent. That's how you build your experience. And again, that is why it's important to know an opening and play and play and play it. Boom! And that, my friends, is how you know if someone has box vision. They're paying attention to these 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4. Because my bishop is attacked. My bishop is attacking the queen. They're not looking outside the box. They don't see the bishop in the corner. Even though they're looking at the board, it's like they have blinkers. And soon as someone does this, you know they're not paying attention at the entire board. They have box vision. And that instantly told me on how to win this game. Play the long distance game. Going for the checkmate. Oh, he noticed. Good. Pawn. Trouble is, whenever you move a piece, that 4 by 4 square where the piece is in becomes the center of the focus, and everything on the outside is lost. So now he went from there to there. He only sees this part. He only sees your mind, or his mind only sees that. I don't know. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, you can. So in this guy's mind, he's only seeing this 4 by 4 square. And you can see how much of a disadvantage that is. I mean, you're seeing the board, but you're just not taking in everything. And it is, I guess you call it a handicap, or I don't know, but it is. Because again, he paid attention to where the squares were, but he didn't pay attention to my rook being there, pinning the knight, or my queen pinning the bishop. He is focused on where the action is, not where the he's not looking at the entire board. And that's why I keep my pieces on the edge and play the long game. So he's only seeing that. And suddenly my queen comes in. He's like, oh my god, what do I do? And that's checkmate. So he doesn't have much choice. The box vision is very, very, very scary, and it's very real. But yeah, so that was my one tournament that I played on Red Hot Pawn. Yeah, and you saw my one game that I ignored my own rule and I resigned after losing my queen. And you saw when I went through it, there was no need to. I could have easily kept on playing, and I should have, which is annoying. I mean, it doesn't mean. I mean, it's not a guarantee that you're gonna win the game because you lost a queen, but you can at least make a fight out of it. Alright, guys, so I will see you next time. See you next time. Second UC, second TV, Bokoya.